let's bring it back.
Yep.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna get started right away with Black Widow. That red serum. We've seen Red Hulk because I was reading somewhere that Sam, in order to be the next Captain, take the super serum, but he refuses. So then Thunderbolt Ross
Hmm.
into play. And my question is though, is if we get Red Hulk, are we Hulk entwined as well?
What in Winter Soldier, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Maybe not there, but in the end, like credit scenes or something, or
Right. Okay.
I feel like if they do Red Hulk, they kind of have to. And
right.
well, they don't really. Honestly, they could just do Red Hulk's the leader of the Thunderbolts, because from everything I've kind of seen, it just really seems like Marvel's trying to push that Thunderbolts team. Like we have Zemo now out, Batroc the Leapers on set of Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be in it. Um, oh, Red Guardian even kind of gave me vibes of that. Taskmaster,
Taskmaster. Yep.
that's a big one where I'm like, the whole character of Taskmaster as it is, I think is not questionable, but we don't know everything that's going on. Very similar to WandaVision, where we don't know what's going on in Westview for the most part. Like we aren't getting told the full story about Taskmaster yet.
What I was reading, it was that it's Natasha's boyfriend
All right.
from is getting trained.
Right.
I heard a villain, or bleh, I heard a rumor that it might be one of the girls who was also in the Red Room program, and she ended up turning to. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do it as Sword, just judging from everything that's been going on recently. But yeah, I think the Thunderbolts is gonna be a team run under Sword, most likely by General Ross.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Has Ross got connections with Sword?
No, no,
Mm.
but it would have more so been like I actually maybe it's a government program. He could just run it under the government. Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier they have the John Walker Captain America, who's really U.S. agent. He's not Cap. Like
Right.
I've seen a lot of people being like, but I thought Falcon was the new Captain America. It's like no, he is. Just wait.
Yeah.
It's government meddling. It always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are we seeing? We're due to see. Is it today? We'll get
yes. Super
we'll get
Bowl.
more. Yeah. Are we getting more Black Widow? Is that the rumor that we're getting a Black Widow trailer? Or some
I
sort.
thought so. Yeah, during the Super Bowl.
I think aren't we getting four? Is it four?
I don't know if it's for. I don't know if it's for Disney or for Marvel.
Ah, right. Okay.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like Cosmic Marvel tweeted out, um, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then hashtag Super Bowl. Makes
Right.
me almost positive that there's going to be a Falcon and the Winter Soldier spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
Which
anything,
would
oh,
which
go
would
ahead.
make sense because I was going to say that would make sense because that's what we're getting next.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah.
We are yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's Falcon, Winter Soldier, and then around the same time Loki and Black Widow,
Yeah.
and then
It,
You
Shang-Chi.
said it might be for. You said it might be for Marvel or for Disney shows.
Yeah, there's definitely like a Marvel Studios one in there. I just don't know if it's more than maybe a
Because
scissor.
the only other thing I could think of would be like a snippet to The Mandalorian season 3.
They haven't even
Because I
started
guarantee
filming.
you, didn't they? Okay, then.
No, they
I
haven't. They have to finish Boba Fett before they start filming season 3.
yeah, I think we'll get a bit of short G. I think now Marvel's got the interest back a little bit with WandaVision, I think it's right for them to say, look,
Oh,
he's our new character coming. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Yeah. Sorry, go on, Zach.
Yeah.
this would. I'm confused the whole Love and Thunder to get onto that too with Thor's hammer. You know,
Yeah.
but then with Loki series being the Loki from 2012, could Love and Thunder be from that?
I don't think it will be. I think Love and Thunder is going to be a direct like sequel to Endgame for the Guardians and Thor. I do.
Yeah, the Guardians are
However,
there.
Loki is confirmed to tie in with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which could bring him back to this reality. Which makes me think
And
that
maybe
like he'll probably either some maybe he becomes worthy and brings Mjolnir back at the end of the Loki series or at the end of
I would
Doctor Strange,
love
and
to see
that's what we
that.
see. Like that'd be insane if Tom Hiddleston's Loki picks up Mjolnir and it's like, and now I rule Asgard.
Right? That would be great.
And then like
Yeah,
Doctor Strange just plucks him and it's like, I have to deal with you again, unfortunately, but
that is a good point though, Zach. That the whole story behind Love and Thunder is that Jane Foster wields
yeah.
Mjolnir, and if it's not here, then what's she going to wield type of thing. So yeah, somehow they're
Right.
going to have to.
Stormbreaker? No.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
do you think it's
yeah.
gonna be like a half Guardians and Thor story and then a half like Thor and Jane story?
I don't know.
I'd like that, but
Yeah, that's
I think
almost
it's
like
going to be
asking
more
for
on
two
Thor
arcs
and
of a
Jane.
season. Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I do think the Guardians have a big role in it, but I think it's going to be towards the end. Or the beginning, they're dropping Thor off
Yeah.
or something.
Personally, I think that it's
yeah.
more of a cameo, kind of like at the beginning. Not so much like a cameo, like it'd be like
It's like an
Nick Fury
extended
and
cameo.
Iron Man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing is, after Ragnarok, I just want to see Thor do stuff himself. Not necessarily himself, but
Yeah.
have him and his Thor characters around him. And I quite like the Guardians being, because I think it's probably because I like the Guardians so much as well. I'm happy for them to sort of to be apart. But saying that, I mean, there's good chemistry between certainly some of the characters, Rocket and Thor. You've got that sort of who's in charge between sort of Star Lord and Thor. That's sort of it's good, sort of like funny sort of stuff going on. But yeah, I'll be
As
quite happy
Guardians of
for.
the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'll be quite happy for them to be in. Yeah, maybe the first part of the film, dropping them off wherever, and then going off somewhere and becoming a purely Thor sort of. Especially with what we think is going to happen with Jane coming back, and um, you would expect Loki, and I think this might feed into what you're saying, Zach, about how does she wield Mjolnir if Mjolnir's not there, and I just can't see them doing a Thor without Loki. I think he has to be there.
Same.
So yeah, and the TV series is just whatever he does, um, and the multiverse coming into it, it's set up for Loki just to be dropped back into this universe. So
And Loki
bring it
did
bring it
get a
on.
season two. So for whatever happens
All right.
after the fact of I don't know if it's gonna be after multiverse or after the next oh, which comes out first? Multiverse of Madness or Thor Love and Thunder?
I think Thor, Love, and
Yeah, I thought so.
Ooh.
No, no. It must be Doctor Strange
Because I was gonna say,
because
because otherwise then it
because
wouldn't
because
make sense
Spider-Man
for Loki
comes
to show up.
because Spider-Man comes after Doctor Strange. I'm sure. I'm sure Doctor Strange is setting things up for Spider-Man 3. And Spider-Man 3 comes out end of this year, is that right?
So yeah, Spider-Man 3. I thought Spider-Man 3 was the setup for Doctor Strange.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Hold
I'll
on.
pull up the
Need to
face
find.
photos quick.
Yeah.
But I know this was gonna be on Black Widow, but this should be about all Marvel, whatever. Uh, Loki being, was it DB Cooper?
Yes,
Like when I saw that in the trailer, I fucking loved that. Like,
that was hilarious. They take like one of the biggest conspiracy theories ever, and just like the biggest mysteries, and they're like, "Yeah, it's Loki."
yep, like dude, that was amazing. Like what? Okay, but so obviously he time traveled.
Yeah.
We were all kind of right. So, Untitled Spider-Man
They all
Far
come
From
out at the
Home
same time.
sequel.
No,
That's
no.
in December this year. Multiverse of Madness is next March, and then Love and
Oh,
Thunder's next May.
oh, right. Okay. Oh.
So, I
Oh.
think
Oh.
there, yeah,
Right. Well,
And that's
this.
enough time for 2 seasons of Loki to come out.
that period,
Yeah.
March to May.
Yep.
This also throws back the theories. And now I'm stepping back into sort of WandaVision sort of territory here. That we spoke about on the WandaVision podcasts about the potential cameo, this Mandalorian style cameo that Elizabeth Olsen's talked about. Now, if
Loki.
Spider-Man 3 comes before Doctor Strange, see, I thought it was the other way. Could we potentially have a Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or one of the villains turning up in the end of One Division? Possibly. Could that
Yeah.
happen?
What if it's yeah? Could you imagine if it's Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield? Just cuts from like the bottom of the suit up.
Or just, I mean, for viewers who haven't listened to our One Division podcast, on the last one for episode 5, we talked about this major cameo that is apparently going to happen, and we talked about X-Men, we talked about Fantastic Four characters. I think they were the main ones. We talked about Chris Evans and Downey Jr. But now talking about Spider-Man coming before Doctor Strange, could be a Spider-Man link, a Spider-Man cameo, or someone linked to Spider-Man. That could happen. Wouldn't
How
be
do you think they're
surprising.
gonna handle the multiverse in Spider-Man though?
See, I've had massive reservations about just the multiverse in general,
Yeah,
and I think I've spoke about this on other podcasts. The Far From Home, when they hinted at the multiverse, I was over the moon when it turned out not to be the multiverse. Because I'm just to me it can be an easy answer to a lot of sort of
yeah.
you can recon things. It's just an easy answer, and I think it can be done badly. It can just be poor writing to get things back to how it should be, or get characters back in. Um, undo things like a Quicksilver death. You know what I mean? Oh, we want Quicksilver back. Multiverse, get him back. It's to me, it's too easy. But that being said, the idea of having the three spider, Garfield, Maguire, and Holland would just be amazing. And I believe there's now, with all the villains that they've introduced, now there's also talk of Green Goblin coming
Mm-hmm.
back. What's the actor's name again? Forget his
Willem
name.
Dafoe.
Yeah. Which again, I'm
Great
excited about.
actor.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, well, yeah. And I'll be honest. I mean, I grew up on the first, the first Spider-Man was unbelievable in my eyes. And Green Goblin, I know there was a lot of critics about his costume and stuff, but I thought it was brilliant, and I would love to see him back. But again, my reservations are you're throwing a lot of characters there. There's a lot of characters to deal with, and I just wonder whether or not it's just going to be something that happens at the end, maybe.
Yeah.
It's you've got the main film with Holland probably dealing with the aftermath of the Holland Spider-Man dealing with the aftermath of what happened at the end of Far From Home. him being named, and then maybe towards the end the multiverse happens, or could it be, or is there even too many characters to just have it as a end credits? I don't know. It's a lot of characters to throw in end credit scene.
But it's a lot of characters we're already familiar.
But
I don't really
True.
need a backstory.
Yeah.
we
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of like Infinity War and Endgame. There was a lot of characters there that we already knew.
yeah, or even
Yeah.
if you
So
Yeah.
it
didn't, yeah.
could be something that happens right away.
Mhm.
It's me nervousness is not necessarily the fact that we know who the characters. It's just how are they all gonna interact, and I don't know. Maybe I'm worried about it too much because they did it in Endgame,
Yeah.
but and
I
Infinity
guess it
War.
depends how long the film is. If it's a 3-hour film or 2.5-hour film,
Yeah,
they got some time, you know.
yeah, that's
But
true.
if it's
That's
only a
yeah,
2-hour film, yeah, you might want to limit the characters
yeah.
to like the last half hour.
Yeah. And I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie, I think I agree with Chris on that part. Like, I don't think it's gonna be in the whole movie. I think it is gonna be either right at the end, maybe if not just the last scene, like last scene and a post credit scene. But like yeah, I think they won't be in it very much. At least the Spider-Man. I think it's probably
Oh
gonna
yeah,
start
yeah.
out like I think this will start out almost like immediately after Far From Home, and Peter like freaks out, goes home, like asks May like, "What the hell's going on? Like we got to find a lawyer, try
yeah,
to clear my name." They like work to clear his name, and as they're doing this, new villains start popping up in the city, and they're villains we're all familiar with, but they're villains he's never seen before, and maybe like we focus a bit more on like his case because I've heard a few people say this is more of a Peter Parker story, which
all right,
makes me
okay,
think at the end when we're gonna get the Spider-Man once he's
yeah,
out of court, once he's cleared, once it's like yeah you can go, either your everyone's mind's been erased and we don't remember you're Spider-Man, or your name was cleared and we're just gonna stop looking into it, but something's gonna happen, and I think at the end there that's how they get brought in.
That would actually make a lot of sense, especially with Sinister Six, everything. Just the end of the film with Garfield and Toby being like, "Hey, you know, come with us."
We need
yeah,
help, please.
Yeah.
You'll meet
Or we can help
Miles.
you. Or
We'll show you Miles.
and then the next
yeah.
Spider-Man we get is all animated. No.
Oh, actually, there's been a blip. Do you guys think Miles is gonna be in Spider-Man 3?
A cameo at least.
Yeah.
Well, God,
Or a
well,
mention.
yeah, yeah. Normally I would have said no, but with the amount of characters they've thrown in, or supposedly thrown into it, yeah, throw Miles in as
It's
well.
like,
I
yeah, what's
mean,
one more?
exactly, yeah, 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 throw him in there. But no, I like your ideas, Tom, of focusing on the Holland spot of Peter Parker, and then yeah, characters dropping in, villains dropping in, um, and then it's yeah, towards the end you find out it's all these villains, and then yeah, maybe Toby and Andrew Garfield appear. Perhaps I like that. I do like that idea. I'd probably be okay with that. It's yeah, I think I know they dealt with a lot of characters in Infinity War and Endgame, but they didn't focus on them characters. The focus certainly in Infinity War was Thanos. Really, that the focus was on Thanos, and then Endgame it was the original six really, and okay, you had characters around them, but
Yeah.
and especially Endgame, they just really came in for the last battle scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with Spider-Man 3, if you were to bring all the three Spider-Mans in, you'd have to give them equal share, or would you? I don't know.
Depending
Maybe
how
you
much
wouldn't.
you're
I don't
paying them.
know. Yeah. Well. This is the other thing. You know what I mean? Especially if I was Tobey Maguire, and they were like, "Oh, Tobey, we want you back." Yeah, how much? You know what I mean?
Apparently,
Yeah.
that's what he's been doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
Well,
as of right now, like, someone reported that he was confirmed, but they were like, no, it's still like they're in negotiations. But then he went to Atlanta apparently to do a costume fitting, and he hasn't needed to do costume fitting for anything since Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was all confirmed. Surely,
it's like confirmed. Like there's sources that have seen this or have been told this by someone working on the project, and then it's just it wasn't fully confirmed by Marvel.
right.
And until Disney or Marvel Studios comes out and goes, "Yep, that's it."
Yeah.
Like it was very much like Jake Gyllenhaal in the last Spider-Man movie. There was like a bunch of
Yeah.
set photos out there of him as Spider-Man, but until that first trailer dropped, they were like, "Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal isn't in this movie."
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why they did that. It was so obvious. Like it was literally everywhere. The one Christmas post for I think it was that Hugh Jackman made or Ryan Reynolds made is Jake Gyllenhaal, Hugh Jackman, and them, and he has the Mysterio bull cropped on it. So he knew.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, talking about WandaVision and cameos, Deadpool. There we go. That's
Oh,
who's,
yeah.
that's going to be the cameo.
Yeah,
I don't think it will be, but that'd be
just
cool.
behind Evan Peters is just Wade. It's
Wade
just
with
Ryan
his-
Reynolds. It's like, "Hi, Wanda." It's like, "Tell Mary
Like,
Kate and Ashley I say hi."
Oh god, that would be fucking
would kill.
great.
I really want
That
them to
would
do
be
like
awesome.
some joke with them. Like I want
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley to like show up because I think they're probably gonna do like a Full House type episode next.
I
That
think
would
that's
be
what
cool.
I think that's
Oh
what
my
it's all about,
God.
aren't they? Yeah.
As long as Bob Saget and John Stamos.
If it's a John Stamos cameo and that's what
Oh
you're
my
talking about.
There's so many they could do, though, isn't there? Oh, brilliant.
Oh man.
And he'll do one of his Greek yogurt commercials.
Jeez. Here, I need to put a little bit of light on because like I don't know why it got dark really quick. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Just setting the mood.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you guys wanted to cover?
I felt like there was. Of it, right?
I mean, if you guys want, if you think of something during the week, or if there's a big announcement, we can maybe meet up and cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I
Just
think
let me know when. Or if
Yeah.
obviously we all find the announcement. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the sort of the shorter podcasts you've been doing, Tom's been good actually.
Thank you.
I think they've been. I've had a lot of my sort of friends saying they'll actually listen to them now because they're short. I think they're a bit put off that they were over an hour and a half long, which is fair enough. So yeah, I'm happy to. Even if we're meeting up and they're only going to be sort of, even if we chat for sort of 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Like you say, if things get announced, then we can do that, can't we?
Perfect. Yeah.
And it'll be great for the page and everything too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like what you've been doing, posting something. Yeah, like buddies of mine are like, oh my god, look, you guys started, but like you guys have something new, and I'm like, hey, it's not me, it's all Tom.
No. It's us. This is us. We wouldn't have this without us. So.
Right. But
Yeah.
no, I like
Yeah.
the direction.
Thank you guys.
And then Zach, them images and stuff are amazing, by the way.
God.
Oh, yeah. Robert Robinson, Instagram Gram Addict. It'll be in the description. He made all the photos for real. I got the JPEGs, so Tom, I'll send them to the group
Sounds good.
email as soon as we get off right now.
All right.
But yeah, he does make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good. Look good.
We have a few more of his photos in our Facebook group. It is our cover photo and I believe our profile picture as well,
I
which I
believe so.
think is some of our thumbnails on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
So, with that, enjoy your nights, everyone.
Yes.
By the way, this is going to be posted on Monday, but this was recorded on Sunday. So, if there was a lot of stuff announced about the Super Bowl trailers, we're sorry. We'll cover them probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you later.
Thank you.